I'm Lisa Butterworth, sometimes known as Kenzi, and I am a henna artist and the owner of a henna supply business, Kenzi.com. Today, I'll unleash your inner henna artist and have you drawing henna designs all over your friends and anyone else who will sit still. Now I'm going to teach you how to make henna paste. The recipe for henna paste is very simple, but you can make it more complicated if you want to. Let's first learn how to make it the simple way, and you can make any variations you want after that. The first ingredients, of course, is henna, and I just pour the henna into the bowl. And then I like to add some sugar. Sugar helps the paste stick to the skin better and keeps it from drying out too fast and flaking off. So I add about 1 part sugar for about 4 parts henna. So just gonna put a little sugar in there, and you can see there how much that is. And then I just use water to mix my paste. Some people use tea or they use lemon juice. I like to keep it very simple, like I said, and just use water. So start out with just a little bit of water, and then mix it up, and then add more as you need it. So making henna paste is a lot like how your grandmother cooks. It's just adding ingredients until it looks just right. So the measurements that I give you are not exact. In fact, I'm not even giving you any measurements. You just have to do it until it looks right. So you get it until it's kind of a rough paste, and then just add a little bit more water as you need to get it to the consistency that you want. It's better to mix your paste a little bit too thick than to mix it too thin. It's very hard to make thin paste thicker, but it's very easy to make thick paste thinner just by adding a few more drops of water. And even if your paste is already in your bottle, you can add the water right to the bottle and then just mix it up with a skewer or something, or a chopstick, and get the consistency of the paste that you want. So right now I have a pretty thick paste, so I'm going to add a little bit more water just to thin it out a little bit. So one thing that you need to pay attention to is something called dye release. And dye release happens when the dye that is in the henna plant, in the cells of the plant, becomes available and able to stain the skin. So that's why we call it dye release. I'm not really sure what's going on when the dye is made available. It may be chemistry, it may be elves, I'm really not sure. But I will show you how to tell when you have dye release. So here's your fresh paste, just mixed with water, sugar, and henna powder. And you see that it's a pretty bright green still. And once you have dye release, the paste turns kind of a brownish green. So you can see the difference here. This is the paste that has achieved dye release, and this is the paste that we're mixing right now. So what I like to do is mix the paste to just about the consistency that I want, which is what I'm doing right now, and then I let this sit. And every type of henna has its own time period that you need for dye release. Some hennas get dye release very quickly after a few hours. Some you need to leave it overnight, sometimes 2 days. So you have to experiment with the different kinds of henna that you try. This, what I'm using now, is Moroccan henna, and it tends to achieve dye release very quickly. So this could be ready in 3 or 4 hours.